Welcome to Wild Hunters, where the wild is your playground. Grab your gear and let's start to hunt. Hello hunters, today we're going to explore the savanna of Emerald Coast in Australia. We're currently in the Hogansfield region. Our destination? A remote hunting outpost about 1.15 kilometers from here.
Here's a little backstory about this unique savanna. Back in the 18th and 19th centuries, people thought it would be fun to bring deer over and hunt them, just like they did back in Europe. Soon enough, they thrived in their new environment and started competing with native animals. Within a few generations, deer populations were out of control. And that's just one of the many biodiversity challenges we have. Just in the last decade, we lost tons of threatened species. Continue the story. You'll often hear Aussies say that if you give it enough time, any species will become feral, usually 2 to 3 generations tops. Here you'll find mostly feral pigs and feral goats. Both of them are some of the worst invasive pests in Australia. They destroy everything. We don't talk about them as much as rabbits or feral cats, but we should. The rule of thumbs is, if it's feral, it's okay to shoot, because you'll be doing nature a service. They ruin pastures, crops, orchards, not to mention they're also a major road hazard out here in the bush.
Here we're in Hogansfield, located just east of Salt Bush Plains. Both areas are part of the Greater Drybone Plateau Zone, a vast stretch of sunburned grasslands and prime hunting territory. Alright, let's just fast travel to one of the outposts in Salt Bush Plains.
We're heading to Seth's place, located right in the heart of the plains.
Here we are at the Salt Bush Plains outpost. I've visited this place a few times before, so it feels pretty familiar. Let's step inside for a moment. We're going to Kanyana Outpost in the northwestern part of Salt Bush Plains, around 1.4 kilometers from here. Even though it's not too far, the road takes a long, winding path through the terrain, so we'll need to stay alert and move quickly. Alright hunters, let's fire up the engine again and continue toward our next destination, Kanyana Outpost. We're still around 1.2 kilometers away after leaving such place. It's not too far, but the terrain ahead, that's a whole different story.
Yes, we made it. Finally reached Kanyana Outpost, and just look at this place. It's beautifully nestled in the wild. Let's take a look inside.
Thanks for joining me on this adventure, and I'll see you in the next wild journey.